Let's get it rolling.
Honestly, yeah, I don't know what to expect from this matchup. It looks like Snake is, yeah, Snake and Shulk. Dufaux has a lot to go through in terms of grenades and the C4, and dealing with the Cypher, yeah, is going to be probably the biggest deal for Dufaux. So seeing how that plays out in this early game, already taking 105, 120%, not getting any reasonable damage, and then leading to a C4 explosion and a stock lost.
Yeah, a real difficult thing about this matchup is when you're playing against Snake with all these grenades set up and so on and so forth, it can be very important to like really place your attacks well, which can be difficult with Shulk because you're swinging that huge sword. big Monado. Leading to you, as we see, Dufaux has been hitting a lot of these grenades, and that damage is just racking up, taking 54% of just chip damage.
Yeah.
Like, ApolloKage hasn't hit Dufaux once this stock, and yet Dufaux is almost to 70. But before breaking that threshold, is able to take the stock with the up B, taunting, activating the speed art, and getting right back into the game.
It looks really difficult at the start for Dufaux. Able to take a stock, I will say that. However, every time Dufaux lands a hit, a grenade is exploding.
Exactly.
And that damage is racking up and is building just a bigger and bigger lead for ApolloKage. So dealing with that and kind of just, it looked like a mash to get that first stock, but managed to get it nonetheless.
Ooh, I love that patience there, though. Activating the speed art into just standing still, waiting for ApolloKage to maybe panic and press a button. Nothing gonna come out, though, and the back air sealing the deal. We are back in it in neutral. Dufaux starting to get hit, activating that shield, playing a little bit more carefully around these options, going to decrease that grenade damage from ApolloKage.
Ooh. Yeah, it's Dufaux has to, you have to swing the sword to do the damage and take the stocks, but every time you swing the sword, ApolloKage has a grenade and it just explodes and you take more damage. So it's almost it feels like a lose-lose.
It does feel like a lose-lose, but Dufaux, despite this awful situation, not gonna pang-wangle, making the best out of a bad situation. Here we go, and look at that beautifully placed back air, just barely underneath the platform, but the sword going over, that was so awesome. If that missed, he was completely safe and could have punished ApolloKage's get-up option. Love seeing that sort of stuff from Dufaux there, but the recovery, not enough. Jump art, not online. And
nah, just missed out. Not able to grab the ledge from that far away.
But, I mean, despite how the pace was seeming at the start of that game, came down to a last stock. You gotta remember, Dufaux proving that he has what it takes to stay within this.
And yeah, it's tough to deal with the grenades. I sound like a broken record, but it's
so hard.
That's how you deal with
That's
how you deal with Snake. You have to deal with the grenades. You have to find a way to get those hits. And with Shulk, you kind of stick in Buster or Smash art to get as much damage as possible and try to steal out the stocks as soon as possible, especially because Snake is just so heavy and annoying to kill.
I'd love to see it.
Oh my goodness.
That's 50 right there. One opening, 2 grenades, a C4 and a Nair. Welcome to 78%. Blink and you'll miss it.
I saw ApolloKage's eyes light up. When
he was so happy.
No, that conversion, he's like, that setup finally hit. He's like, I've been in practice mode with that thing.
He was looking for it and he got everything he was seeking. But just running back now with these grenades, setting up some space again, and Dufaux just can't approach in the ways that he wants to with these grenades on these platforms.
And yep, now ApolloKage's got a lead, gonna opt to stay in the air, run away, just be an overall nuisance.
Ooh, that grenade's gonna blow up right on time, cooking it to perfection. A beautiful medium rare on that from ApolloKage. Catching Dufaux right in his traces, going high now to try and recover. Good B reverses, but Dufaux was ready for it, knowing he would go for the second, finding the F smash and the stock.
Oh, nah, you threw out the Buster, and then you got hit with all 4 hits of that down air, including those grenade and that dash attack, taking all that damage, and now you're sitting at 132. That's an up tilt, and your stock is gone, just as I say it. Speaking
it into existence, Mochi, and I mean, Dufaux just doesn't know what to do about these grenades, not figuring it out. I'd love to see use of more speed art to close this distance, but instead of swinging, maybe just a grab and a throw. You need to be more comfortable with these like lesser like chip options, even a jab, you know? Just get into AK's face.
Yeah, and there's that speed art. Shulk is trying twice as hard to do half as much damage as Snake, and it's... Wow, nice Minato flicking in that moment.
Yeah, making it into shield art to keep himself safe. But again, each time that Dufaux has been activating this Buster, ApolloKage's been getting the advantage state right after, which has just led to monumental damage against Dufaux, bringing out Dufaux once again above 100 before being able to find this second stock in the air. Now this could be it. That movement from ApolloKage was crazy, but not enough to do it. Just the tip of the Minato there.
There we go, okay.
Smash art working out in Dufaux's favor that time.
Yeah, you got that right. Oh man, dude, living on up tilt at 163, but losing to the Nair at 163.
The second Dufaux activated an art. ApolloKage's right there in Dufaux's face to punish it.
Well, it takes less time for ApolloKage to pull a grenade or to like make an action in the same for Dufaux to change Minato's.
Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Like I was saying, like Dufaux is working twice as hard to do half as much damage, or to do half as much of anything.
Yeah, I feel like at this point in this game, you've kind of gotta negate like your Buster usage. It hasn't been working. It's been leading to you dying more often than not. Just don't go for it. Leave that art in the back pocket. Leave that one at home for the rest of this set. And here we go, getting the set. I mean, but hey, if you're going to activate it, this is the place. You're in advantage. ApolloKage on ledge, and now not able to get off. It's a clean 0 to death from Dufaux.
Very, very close. We're gonna have to check the replay on if that actually was a Z to D with that grenade explosion. But you know what? I'll call it as it is.
Yeah, photo finish, 0 to death, if you will, you know? But I mean, hey, there's that precision we were talking about, not being like really risky with the arts there. Everything perfectly calculated. It was textbook from Dufaux there. Great stuff, and managing to maintain this lead, but right as I say it, another up tilt from ApolloKage. Finds it smart.
I was gonna say, what is this, a lead for Dufaux? And nah, almost immediately goes away.
I mean, hey, it's not yet. Dufaux still holding on to this, but ApolloKage just staying on top of these platforms, which is just all of Dufaux's options to try and punish that space above the platform that ApolloKage's in requires swinging through the platform, which is where the grenades are, which will hit Dufaux.
Yeah, and you'll swing and you'll hit the grenade, and then it'll stop the swing, or it'll just make it slower.
It's a flawless plan from ApolloKage. Dastardly.
It's a phenomenal shield. It seems unfair, but you know, it's a part of his kit.
Oh my god, that SDI though with the shield art able to get out of the rest of the jab. No, but the Nikita was perfectly placed. Jump art will keep Dufaux alive one more time. ApolloKage going for the jump read, but the drift slightly off, and Dufaux using this speed art to bring it back to neutral. ApolloKage closes his out though with that Nair and takes the lead once more.
All right, how much? Got smash art for another 2 seconds.
Yeah, double grenade there is very scary. I like the double dip with the up B up in that top blast zone.
I don't know about going into Buster even before he has no visibility.
And now you're at 100 just because you go into Buster in neutral instead of while you're in advantage. That led to Dufaux once again having a real mountain to climb.
And it's...
I mean, and here we are. Going through, you hear that Nikita, you see Dufaux making it back. The shield art gonna stay in it, hitting these grenades.
Oh, he's stuck.
Oh no, he's stuck. Goes for the up air. That's good air dodge. ApolloKage waiting, or not waiting that second extra to bait out the air dodge. Dufaux able to evade death once more, just barely. Can he make this comeback and keep in this set?
195% is a tough hill to climb, especially against ApolloKage. Shield art saving your life and keeping you in this set for just a little bit longer.
Yeah, we have now officially passed 200, and we're not going to go much further as Dufaux loses that game 3, and that is the set for ApolloKage. Moving on further.